You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show.
All right, AfterBuzz TV Nation, we all know that Bing is for doing, and we are here doing another after show on AfterBuzz TV. I am JC, and this is the X Factor, Season 3, Episode 1. Jeff is already making fun of me, and we are 12 seconds in.
I'm just so taken with that intro. It was amazing.
Oh, I'll be here all week.
I'm going to take notes.
All right.
He's been practicing that one.
I have been doing it for about 2 years, so yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I learned that by my Rosetta Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, I am JC Rubio, but I am not here alone. We've got a wonderful panel of hosts, starting with, that's right, the real estate agent to the stars, the red carpet master himself. No, that's right, Mr. Nick Collins.
I thought you were going to give me more. That's all I got.
He's an Aries Gemini rising. He likes long walks on the beach, and he cooks souffles.
But I hate sand.
Oh, he hates sand.
But I do like to walk on the beach.
Okay.
A
round of applause for Nick Collins.
It's so good to be back. It's good to be back with the X Factor, back in the AfterBuzz studios. I love you guys. Let's do this. Let's have another good season.
Jeff is in shock right now. I will let him do his intro, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? We have a new panelist this season. So
absolutely, I'm Jeff Masters, and I'm excited.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I got for you.
Moving right along.
And no show would be complete without our very own part-time model himself. He's kind of like Mario Lopez, but different. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Stephen Lemieux.
I'm like Mario Lopez, but different.
Yeah, just go with it.
Oh, it's better than Jeff's intro.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Your intro for him, I mean, JC.
Well, I wanted to let himself introduce himself. We're a happy family here. Okay. This is only a half-hour show, so let us talk about what we're here for. We started with Melanie Amaro, then Tate Stevens. Who are we getting this season? We do not know. So it's the X Factor.
Nice.
Thoughts, general thoughts. What did we think about the show, guys?
I thought it was a good first, intro, fast-paced, light 1 hour, welcome to the season. I was into it.
I don't know. I think you're lying.
No, I liked it a lot.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I liked it. They got down to business. They just went right into the auditions. They said it like it was. I remember last season, they tried to, if you remember, they kind of made it like a weird reality show where they were coming up with all these weird storylines on the side. And I'm glad that they didn't go that route again. They just kind of got down to what's important. And I think it's going to be a good season. And we got some new judges, too.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was a big change. You know, it felt more like season 1. Mm-hmm. It really did, with the way they cut the show. And we lost Khloe Kardashian. Good move or bad move?
A wonderful move.
Okay. Well, she was entertaining.
Yeah, but not for the right reasons.
But those were the best reasons.
It was like the good contestants and bad contestants. You like the good host and the bad host.
100%.
You know, I was just happy that they didn't milk the bad auditions. You know, they just let those go on so long sometimes.
See, and that's a new wrinkle, I would say, because last season they would just give us so many just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even had a segment we used to go good, bad. What was it? Good, bad, and the ugly. Because some of them were just horrible.
Yeah, I think you said the MOBs, the montage of bad.
Yeah.
Cheers to that word. But thank you for making the montage fast-paced, a little background music, and not just 9 hours of let's hear them sing the whole song. So
it's a positive change. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Was this another positive change? The new judges. We lost Brittany. We lost Brittany and L.A. Reid. And I'm not wearing any shoes in memory for L.A. Reid, because remember he would host. He wouldn't have shoes on, and he'd have his suit on.
Yeah, and I'm not wearing underwear in honor of Brittany.
Well, I think you have to ask yourself: is it a good change? As in, are they good judges to choose good vocalists, or are they good judges for everyone's entertainment? Because Britney Spears not knowing what to say ever was pretty priceless for a while. I was pretty into that. I love Dele Reed. He's gone. I don't know.
I did, you know, and they replaced it with Kelly Rowland, who she was actually the host on the X Factor UK as well. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, so she's got a little experience in it. And then we also have Paulina Rubio, no relation. Just putting it out there.
You wish.
Just putting it out there.
You know, I've never seen Paulina before, but I like her. I think she's gonna be the standout judge. She was very honest. She didn't hide what she had to say, and she was very like blunt.
Really?
And, yeah, and she's already making up new words. Peachy, peachy,
I wrote that about notes.
Never heard peachy.
peachy.
I think Demi Lovato is gonna step up and really kind of take the reins with Simon.
She wanted to last season, so yeah, and it looks like from the previews for the rest of the season, she's going to be up to no good. So,
Yeah.
let's get into, I guess, what is the show about? Singing.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Yes. So let's start with, I see a very Latino flair this season. We have Paulina Rubio, we have Mario Lopez, and we have our first contestant who helped me with the R's, Carlito Olivero.
Well, you do that well.
Practice.
It comes with birth.
I used to roll my R's pretty well. I guess not anymore. Haven't tried in a while.
So what did we think
digress.
of the
Continue.
We're going to put you in the
Got
penalty
that
box.
evil eye.
Don't send me back to the couch.
He was on the couch all last season, so now I'm a big kid now. She's
true.
in the big boy
Welcome
chair.
to
I got
Big
promoted.
table.
You guys, I got promoted. This is cool.
All right, so what did we think of the Latin Chris Brown? That's what he opened with.
Yeah. Not a good comparison in my book.
Yeah.
To call yourself that.
Yeah, that was weird. He could have done without, but I thought he was actually really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he had good stage presence.
You know, I liked everything about him except for his voice. It was a little nasal for me. And I only say that because he had great stage presence, like you said. He had like amazing charisma. He had that like sexy Latin thing going on, which there aren't a lot of male singers out that have that. You know, JC Rubio obviously has that, our co-host.
The only one.
But he still had like a little bit of Mama's Boy-esque. He like sold it. I didn't love his voice.
I thought he was good, but I don't think he's gonna like make it anywhere.
Really?
If we're gonna be honest.
Yes, that's what
He was a good first audition. Cool, good job.
Yeah, but I don't know, like there's something to be said in this industry about like having somebody different that we don't have anywhere else.
Is he different though? I really don't. Is he that different?
Well,
like-
I mean, according to, was it Demi, she said it was like Frankie J meets Trey Songz.
Right.
I see the Frankie J. I didn't necessarily see the Trey Songz. Maybe like a harder Frankie J. Let me know, chat roll. You know, we are looking at your tweets or your live chat. So let us know what you think as well. You're our fourth host. So
Yeah,
definitely.
I kind of feel like he'll be the kind of contestant that stays around a little bit longer than you want, just because
Yeah.
like he is like attractive and
Yeah.
does have that charisma.
I can see that.
What about? I mean, he stayed by Rihanna. I mean, that was a pretty ambitious audition. But
a tough
Jeff calls
song.
him nasally.
Yeah,
And-
and it wasn't nasal the whole time, just like the beginning.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a good audition to open with. I thought he had a good voice. I was surprised. I thought he was kind of gonna be a guy that came off the wrong way and just kind of rubbed everyone the wrong way, but he seemed to overcome all that. And thought it was good. What did you think?
I'm in the middle between you two. I thought it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst.
It was like good, but not remarkable.
Yes, I agree. I don't think he's gonna. I don't know if he's. I say he'll make it to the top 16, but I don't know if he'll go any further than that because he's got the look, and the girls are gonna like him, and
Yeah.
some of the boys. So it's gonna. He's gonna have a fan base. So moving on. What do we think about Sally? Is it Hess-nice?
I think that's nice.
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
She sure is nice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
She's like the Glinda gone wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
She was.
What?
You know, she's in her 50s. She had a great body. She has great skin. You know, just keep it in the pictures.
Yeah.
And apparently looks like Demi Lovato, according to Simon. Demi's reaction was priceless.
You know, I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. You know, 'cause this is the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be too judgmental, but God bless her for trying. But it reminded me a little bit of, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Coming to America.
Yes.
Eddie Murphy was, sexual chocolate. And he did. Was it the Whitney Houston song that she did? So it was,
Yeah, how dare she pick a Whitney song, right?
Yeah.
at least she didn't pick an Adele song, because the rule here, Jeff, is if you ever pick Adele, you're losing because no one really can do Adele but Adele.
I feel like everyone says like, I know you're not supposed to pick a Whitney song, but I'm gonna do "I Will Always Love You," and you're like, no, just don't pick it.
But I don't know if you notice this because they purposely put her in there because you knew she was not going to be the best audition, and it's to counterbalance the great auditions you have Sally, but they didn't let the new judges really kind of like talk badly about her. So I think they were protecting the new judges.
Do you think that was the cutting and the editing, or that was like in person? They actually didn't say anything bad.
Wait, who was protecting the new judges?
The producers, because we saw Demi and Simon talk about Sally, but not Kelly and Paulina.
All right. I just wonder, like, with 4 judges all giving you feedback, you're not going to put all of them in when you're cutting. And editing.
Right.
They do that. They've done that before.
Yeah, but not for each time. I don't think you can. It just makes it a longer show.
Maybe it's just not their personality. Maybe they're not the snappy judges.
Or maybe they had nothing like interesting to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of feel like that Paulina will be the snappy judge, though. I don't see her holding anything back.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I look at Demi, and I see her, like, being very tactful and, like, careful in her words. And Paulina is just out there.
Yeah, I can see that because Paulina's probably like, I don't even know if I'm speaking English right now, so it's like, I'm just going to say whatever I feel like it. Maybe they'll understand.
She wasn't.
It's like, yeah, maybe they'll understand me, maybe they won't. It doesn't even matter, so go with it.
And I love the faces that Kelly was giving her. She's like kind of like that crazy foreigner. You're like, what are they saying? Oh, that was very heartfelt. I think.
You guys are terrible. Don't worry, I will translate for you.
Oh,
for
thank
Paulina.
God.
Thank you.
There we go.
Ooh, I was worried. I think it's an interesting dynamic having 3 women on the panel.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in any singing reality show on TV.
I'm like trying to think of.
I've seen 2, but never 3.
Chat roll, if you've seen anything like that, let us know.
Yeah,
for
let us
sure.
know, please. And I just like an interesting dynamic with it's a little kinder, it's a little nicer, it's a little more like, like motherly if we can be like the stereotypical sexists.
No, well, think of the success with like The Voice and whatnot, and they're more nurturing. Maybe we're moving away from those cutting remarks, those easy ways to break people down. Maybe people are getting tired of that.
And I almost feel like
I never get tired of that.
well, thank God. I almost feel like bullying is such a important subject in America now, but it's also like a very big buzzword that they don't want to have like a judge who's gonna be a bully. Which in the past, I think we've seen that a lot.
Right, because whatever happened to old Simon?
Yeah.
We've lost him, and now
Yeah.
that he's with X Factor, he's a softer, kinder Simon. So.
Much softer.
And I still think he gets his point across.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but here's someone that deserved no criticism at all. Lillie Mccloud.
Yeah.
54 years old.
Was anybody else shocked by her age?
yeah. She's got a banging body.
She's
Like, black don't crack. Stereotypes exist for a reason. Because stereotypes exist because stereotypes exist. Look at her skin.
And now with Jeff Masters, the more you know.
I better tweet that. I'm just saying.
No,
Look at her.
But what did we think of CC? She did Alabaster Box, CC Winans.
Yeah.
Amazing. I was blown out of, I wrote down it was going to be the best of the night no matter what. Vocally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the best story, but vocally.
And maybe you want to convert.
You don't even need a story. When you're that old and you got a voice like that, like, you don't need a story. Just go out there and kill it, like she did.
But what took her so long? I mean, this woman should have been a singing sensation for the
Yeah.
last quarter century.
I always wonder about that. Why now? There's
Laziness.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, part of me thinks so.
Okay, why?
Well, now there's like a platform that reaches millions of people, and all you have to do is like sign up and go on stage and do it, opposed to doing the heavy lifting and really making it happen.
But these reality shows have been on TV for now 10 years. Why in the past 10 years has she not said, I'm going to join American Idol, I'm going to do The Voice? She said, I want the X Factor now, 2013.
What do you who's to say she hasn't?
That's
true.
true.
We just haven't seen her yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
But what do we, The Voice, she has this, for some reason, I have a strange feeling that they're really going to tip the talent pool towards the over 25s. I just have a strange feeling.
Why? Because all the other people that have won have been, not Tate Stevens.
But just for some reason, I don't, even though it's geared for 13 to 25-year-olds, they want that Twitter vote, like from Astro from season 1. And
Astro.
Yes, and CC Fry. And
I also
Speaking my language.
I also think that each like singing reality show, since there are so many, has to stand out. And this one, I kind of feel like X Factor's like, well, we can do the older crowd. You know, we can like get like these great older singers like McCloud, Lillian.
Yeah, and
We're
yes,
still
Lillie
We're still
Mccloud.
learning names. I kind of feel like they can be like, we're the show that you can succeed on if you're older. Whereas like other shows are like, we can succeed if you're 16 and blonde. You know,
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
you gotta like find your niche as the show.
Well, just keep in mind, we have seen amazing first auditions and people just kind of nosedive from there. We have seen that.
I mean, we have
It's-
yet to see anything from Melanie Amaro.
it's-
Truly,
Right.
you know, where is she?
I'm just saying it's early. It's early in the season. It's episode 1. You know, like it was a great audition, but let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens.
Okay, so Nick is telling us to have patience. What do you think,
Fine.
chat roll? And of course, I forgot to mention everyone watching us live, hello. And if you're not watching us live, make sure to go to iTunes tomorrow and subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Go to AfterBuzzTV.com. Let us know what you think about Jeff's shirt. Nice jewel tones.
Thank you so much, JC Rubio.
Definitely green.
But definitely, and on YouTube as well. So let us know what you think. So let us move on to the cute couple.
Oh,
I knew you guys would
True
do-
You can't help. You can't help but do that.
that couple won The Bachelor 2 years ago.
They what?
I'm kidding. They're so in love.
I know. At first, I thought they were going to suck.
Oh, big time.
Hands down the most shocking performance of the night.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
her voice was amazing. His was equally as good when he got out there.
Yeah, because I thought who was it? Was it you or
Yeah.
Nick that said is he only singing
Back
background?
up, yeah.
Exactly. I thought first of all I thought it was kind of creepy of them together. Then I was like, hey, they are cute. They really do love each other. Definitely my favorite performance of the night. Really cool way to sing Toxic. I was nervous that he was going to only be singing backup because I could see them going through, and then Simon's like, you've got this great voice. I want to split you up. I want you to be a solo artist. I still think that's a possibility because it's not unheard of. They've done that.
Right.
But I was really surprised. They were really, really good together.
Yeah.
They were my favorite tonight.
Their tone, like the tone of their voices
Great
was
call.
amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have if you were only to pick one of the two, Jeff, I'm asking you exclusively, who would you pick?
Probably Sierra.
Yeah.
Only because the guy, Alex, has facial hair. And
That's the
creepy.
only
I mean,
reason.
please, look at him. That's creepy.
Jeff, you are so Hollywood, it's ridiculous. You are the perfect casting director because literally, when you go to these auditions and you wonder why they didn't pick you, and it's because you probably wore a cologne that her
Right.
ex-boyfriend wore.
You wore that green button down that looked horrible. No, I'm speaking for the people.
But you know, like once they make it far, you know, they get that like Fox makeover and everything. Don't you think they're gonna
Yeah.
shave him? They're
Which
gonna.
I'm so excited for Lillie to get rid of that leather.
She looked
hoops.
great in that. I'm ready for. I'm excited for her to tame the
lie to
hair,
me.
maybe tame the hair a little bit.
Oh my
Diana
God.
Ross hair. Who was your favorite of Sierra and Alex?
I liked Sierra because she reminded me of Obama Girl a little bit. I don't know if you.
What is that?
Obama Girl was this viral video from, I believe it was 2008. It was a girl who had a crush on Obama, and it was huge on YouTube. She reminded me, I believe her name was Amber Edinger. But I also liked Alex because he reminded me of Citizen Cope, like a light version. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah.
Citizen Cope. Sings this great song. Oh, sorry, chat roll, computer died. Okay, no, but
I'll pull it up.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, Citizen Cope he's like this. He's this really like gnarly singer. He really sings these really heartfelt songs, and he felt like a lighter version of him.
Interesting.
So, if I were to pick, I'm just totally being a guy. Amber's really cute. Sorry,
Sierra?
I mean, sorry, Sierra.
Sierra.
Yes,
Is
Sierra.
Obama Girl really cute too? Is that what you're thinking of?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sierra had a really unique voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And really good.
Not only did they have two great voices, but they were great together. Like their voices
Yeah.
were something great.
But what happens? I mean, there's a lot of pressure on them now. You know, on a show, they can break up. I don't know. I don't know.
Where it'll get interesting is when they are going to sing a song that they haven't prepared together.
Yes.
That's where we're going to see their true talent come out.
Yeah.
Because that tends to break people on the show.
Or when they don't do like an acoustic song, you know, because
Totally.
you have to do all these crazy, well, not crazy, but all these different genres.
Yeah, and it's so easy for like a solo artist to adapt to different genres, but not when you're like two people singing together. Like you've like done a bunch of songs already before. Like how do we now find each other in the one song?
Which I don't think is fair, by the way. Doing all the different genres. It's like if you're really good at one thing, then do that.
I agree.
Because you don't see like. You don't see Kesha singing, you know, Adele songs.
No, singing, period.
You don't see Kesha singing. Yeah. You know what? This is my jam. This is my jam.
This is Citizen Coke.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my
like a
ringtone.
Sublime feel.
So I thought my phone was ringing. It's my ringtone.
Dude, thank you, Steven. That was awesome.
That flashback.
Yeah, so it's like he's like a lighter version than that, you know. So they're a great duo. But speaking of duos, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the new comedies on Fox Tuesday night, and that's starting Tuesday, September 17th. Do not miss the premiere of Dads. It's the new Fox comedy from the creators of Family Guy and Ted. But we will move on, so make sure you tune into that on the 17th. But we have to move on to the heartwarming story of the night.
Yeah. Ryan
Page.
Ryan with an I.
Ryan.
I mean, I cannot put into words. Just seeing, I mean, I had a moment watching her. I don't know why. It's just.
Can we get a close-up of this?
No, it's just. No, she was. I mean, she's half blind. She's going blind, and just, I mean, what she was born with, and yet she inspired. I'm out of words, really. It's for being the first episode, they hit me with Ryan. And
JC, I've never seen you this way. Yeah.
no, I'm serious, Steven. No, she was great.
It's getting louder.
You're terrible. And on a special AfterBuzz after show for the X Factor. No.
Can we get a Kleenex?
No, you know, it just, I really, in the first half, I didn't, of the song, I didn't feel, but once she hit the second half of the song, I just,
yeah.
I really, really felt the
Your
song.
eyeliner's running.
I'm not wearing eyeliner today. It's just the people that, I actually have to thank Mario and his team for the great makeup I have on tonight. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Those eyelashes look amazing on you, by the way.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Not true, guys.
So back to Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan.
She was an amazingly mature person, too, with this, like, sparkling personality.
Do we know how old she was?
13. I was
Wow.
shocked. I could not believe it.
Wow.
When I was 13, I couldn't tell, like, I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone walk in the street without falling. And here she is, like, on stage, and she's belting out Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, and was it fair for what Simon said that he compared her to Carrie Underwood, though?
Was it Carrie Underwood's song?
I mean, he said literally extraordinary. You are going to do something special in this life. Did he mean it as a singer or as something even greater?
I think it's too early to tell. I mean, the audience and the judges were definitely giving her a lot of praise for, you know, her bravery and the struggles that she has endured through her short young life, but you know, is brave to go on stage and actually kill it. So I mean, I think it can go either way, but I mean, she was amazing. She was amazing.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of like the Andrea Bocelli thing. Like you're watching this like remarkable man with who's blind, you know, he's like overcome so much in his life, and yet you're just like so wrapped up in his story and everything he sings. And like, how could you not be when you're watching Ryan?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be very hard for America not to vote for her.
Right. So that's what I'm wondering too, because honestly, I'm just being, let's say, a judge. I don't know if she has the strongest voice. Maybe it's too early to tell, but judging from the song, I love the second half. The first half, I'm wondering when you're going to go up against the McLeod.
Yeah, Lillie
Mccloud.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you pick between those two? Because Lillie is a singer.
Yeah,
she can sing. What are you going to do when you pit those two together? How does America vote? I mean,
I don't know. That it's going to be interesting to see. You know, I think you'll get a lot of. I think you'll get a lot of people voting, just like rooting for her because of just what she's doing. But I don't know. Well, you're a person that knows trends, whether they're on Twitter or Instagram, and I did happen to look on Instagram, and not that she's trending, but if you go to if you hashtag Ryan Page, There's a lot going on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Also, like in the age of the viral videos, like that's a great video for me. Like, hey, check out this girl's audition from last night on the X Factor.
okay.
And I think that's going to get a lot of people watching her stuff on YouTube, even though if they might not go to watch the X Factor, they're going to watch her. They're going to click on it.
Okay, so there's a lot to. I mean, we're gonna get a lot from her in the future.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Also, she's 13. Are you kidding me?
She's got great hair.
That's true.
So any final thoughts? And it was a quick episode. It was an hour, and usually usually our after show is like an hour and 15 minutes talking about every nuance. And Jeff's like, thank God it's shorter. But any final thoughts for the episode? Anything else stand out besides Mario's hair?
Besides Mario,
He had great hair.
he's
Okay,
smart.
JC.
Mario's doing everything right.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think they set the tone for a good season. It's got a good, quick pace. It's I think we can all agree that's a little bit more nurturing than who can say the snarkiest remark to who quicker. I think they did take a page out of The Voice, where it's like, let's showcase these really good people and be really good to them. And it's I don't think they're going to run into so many problems. They got one host who's really good. They got 4 judges who seem to be really good, and there's a lot of new talent. So I think it's going to be a good season.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Okay. And at the end of the day, you don't tune into shows like that. Okay, that's not true. I don't tune into shows like this to watch like the judges' drama and them bickering back and forth. So I think that's like very clearly they're not going to like try to make that happen this year. And I don't even see that in the chemistry. I think it's a nice group of 4. I'm really excited to see Sierra and Alex. I think give them some stage presence, give them some confidence when they realize, wow, we're great. We actually could win this thing.
Shave him
Head to toe, leave an eyebrow, maybe 2. Once they give them like the stage presence, I think they could kill it. I don't know if I think we said it'll be hard for a group to succeed going through every genre, but I think they're going to be like knockouts when they step it up.
Well, remember last season, Tate won, but I'm seeing the more commercial success from the groups. I hear more about it on Twitter and Instagram with Emblem 3 and Fifth Harmony.
Yeah.
So
It's the age of the groups.
Maybe it's just because there's more people to market, or I mean, there's 5 people that can reach out to different spheres instead of just one person.
It's almost like the One Direction, like everyone has their favorite one instead of just one person for people to like or not like. You can like the group because you're obsessed with the 4th one.
okay, before news and gossip, favorite One Direction guy, quick.
I don't know their names.
What?
The young one.
Okay, you guys are done. Let's move on to some quick news and gossip.
TV News.
My computer's down, so I'm going to. It's a very short news week for X Factor, but we will say congratulations to Mario and Courtney. He just had a baby boy on the 9th named Dominic. So, busiest man in showbiz has enough time to have a baby as well. So, way to go, Mario. So, congratulations. I got no more news because my computer's out, so let's move on to predictions.
Simon's pregnant? Not pregnant, but
Now,
he's expecting.
your AfterBuzz
Well, not
TV.
expecting, but
Okay, we're gonna spill over. Do we want to talk about the sordid situation with Simon just
you
yet?
know this story better than I do.
Well,
Give me the minute synopsis.
The 10-second synopsis.
Simon got one of his best friend's wives pregnant.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Good for him. Congrats.
That's it. So I'm surprised they really didn't talk about it during the show, but
Maybe an ex-best friend.
yeah, it's a really sticky situation.
It
So
was at the time.
oh boy. Okay. No, but we'll get you more news as it develops. So
The baby develops
yes,
in the
as
womb.
baby develops.
And it was Demi Lovato's birthday. She's like 19 now.
No.
Young.
I
She's
think
still
she's
young.
14.
No. I believe Stephen can find out for us. I believe she's 21, I think. So we'll leave it at that. So, okay, we spilled over into predictions. Who's going to win it? You said groups already.
Oh man, we're already predicting what category.
What category? What do you think is going to happen this season?
I think we saw some. I'll start. I
Yes,
think we saw
please.
some very strong singers/groups. I think a lot of them are going to go far. My hopes are for Lillie and Sierra and Alex. I don't know if we saw the winner tonight.
I'm going with. You go first.
Okay.
Too much pressure.
I am. I'm torn. I'm gonna say it's an over 25er or a group, but I just one thing I think this show's gonna do this season, because they've actually, now we should touch upon that the prize money went down. It went from $5 million to $1 million. So I think they're really gonna sell it on just pure talent, because there's so many shows out right now. And in the past X Factor, they had the bickering. They didn't have bickering, but they had Brittany and whatnot, and it just didn't pan out. I think they're really gonna focus on amazing talent. And out of that, I think there's going to be an over 25er or a group that's going to take it all. But we're already getting the hook from Steven.
Yeah, we
so
are.
My word.
All right, I'm going with an under 25 girl.
All right.
Doing it.
With that said, we're out of time. So, Nick, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Instagram at Nick_Collins. Nice and easy.
And Jeff, what about you? What else you got? Any other shows or what else you got going on outside of AfterBuzz?
Oh, I can't tell about that now. We're tuning out. But you can find it on Twitter and Instagram at JeffMasters1.
Nice. And Steven, thank you once again. Where can they find you?
Here, engineering the great shows hosted by JC Rubio, Nick Collins, and Jeffrey Masters.
There we go. Very well said. And you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at JC Rubio TV. And check out my new show coming out, OMTZ. So for Nick, Jeff, Steven, I'm JC. We are the X Factor After Show. We'll see ya.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network. To other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Later.
Later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.